Hey y'all, here I am with another little dolly review, and today I'm coming at you with a Mean Girls Glam Squad doll review. I just came across this doll at Five Below. It's crazy because she was the only one on the shelf next to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one and like the rest of the regular girlies. But here we're just going to be taking a look at the, packaging and whatnot first off. This is the only Mean Girls doll that I could afford amongst all of the Mean Girls dolls coming out, with like this one and like Bratz. I did not get any of the Bratz Mean Girls simply because there was just like no chance of getting them anyways with all the people and bots that were getting them, but also like they were just kind of expensive and like I can't justify buying certain dolls for certain prices, you know what I mean? Especially if they're not like gonna be released in stores and stuff like that, because I like to get things physically in general. But anyways, here we just got the Mean Girls logo at the top, as well as this kind of like burn book inspired like graphic design all over the box. Got that so fetch right over here. We've also got this little like kissy mark right there, and then the little RMS Toys logo and the Glam Squad logo. Honestly, very simple box. Here we have the back of the box. We just have a little mock-up of the doll. Honestly, doesn't even look like she had a prototype. This just looks like a CGI image, but it just has a little description of everything that she comes with. Very basic. Nothing too flashing. And we've just got the window into like everything that she comes with and stuff like that. I will say this outfit isn't too bad. The jacket is honestly a little bit tacky, but like I said before, this is the only Mean Girls doll that I could afford. So I went ahead and scooped her up in general. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna be like, keeping this doll or whatever, just because I am just getting a little bit tired of like some of the Glam Squad dolls, just because these dolls don't have like fully rooted heads or anything like that, and that really frustrates me. But I will see. Just because she is very pretty and I do like her makeup and whatnot, but I honestly just got this doll to use her for like a fashion pack after I like review her and whatnot, just because I have my other doll right over here, or rather I have the other outfit from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles doll, just because I was once again, playing around and getting frustrated with the lack of like a fully rooted like head, so I just switched the outfit and whatnot. It honestly looks even better on like a Mattel doll, and like peep the fact that like this is like jean-like material instead of like the Willa Zombies 3 Mattel fashion doll that I just reviewed, and like this is for like a budget doll. But like anyways, I'm just gonna be getting her out of the box in the next clip. And yeah, forgot to mention this before, but her purse is just this like kind of reused, like I think quilted looking purse, as you can see, with like a little heart on the back, and they just literally put a sticker over it, over this like regular patterning. They couldn't even bother to like print it on or whatever, but this is like a budget doll release anyways. But yeah, this is how it looks up close. Here we've got our pink diva out of the box, and as you can see, she definitely looks really pretty and whatnot. I do really like this little outfit that she's got going on. It kind of looks like the varsity jacket and the plaid skirt are supposed to be in like a matching two-piece set or something. And here we're just gonna start off with her hair and her face. Now, I was just complaining in the last clip about how Glam Squad dolls don't have fully rooted heads, and then I went and I checked this girl's rooting pattern, and she does have a little bit more hair on her than the rest of my Glam Squad dolls. Although, it's not exactly saving her really, because I still don't exactly know if I really want to like keep her and whatnot. But here we've got her face. She's got this like very like kind of shoujo anime looking face, honestly. And like I've said this before, but these faces kind of remind me of like the Gyoshi Preziosi witch dolls from back in the day. I wish I could get my hands on some of those, but anyways, she's just got these little arched eyebrows, and then she's just got a tiny little makeup look on her. It's not very dramatic or anything, but it's just this like silvery eyeshadow on like the top part of her lid, and then this really light kind of like pastel pink all over her like main part of her lid, and then just like regular winged black eyeliner with the gorgeous brown eyes and kind of like brown liner on like the bottom lashes. She's also just got this pink blush on her face, as well as this kind of like maybe sheerish, like hot pink lip gloss or whatever. And this like hair blend, this is kind of like regular like light brown color, honestly. And there's a little bit of gel in it. And this one honestly has a really good like rooting pattern along the hairline, I will say. And like I said before, she is rooted with like just a little bit more hair, but that could just be like a variant, honestly. Here we've just got her little Mean Girls jacket. It's just got this little like girly print with like the plastics logo and like everything else. It's got like lips on it, it's got numbers. The back is completely blank. And it's this like same color as the kind of like pleated skirt or whatever. Kind of looks like an A-line like skater skirt or whatever from like Hollister back in the day. And she's just got this little plastics top that is unhemmed and like unfinished and whatnot. And it does look to be like a sort of cheaper material, but like I honestly don't give a crap because this doll was $5 and I'm honestly just going to be using this as like a little fashion pack anyways. And for her shoes, she's just got these like regular little generic like 80s Barbies like looking pumps or whatever. And then the only other thing that she came with in box was these little like aviator looking sunglasses that just look kind of generic as hell. But yeah, there isn't really much going on with this little doll, and I honestly wish that, you know, for a Mean Girls like doll release that they were doing in stores that, you know, it was just like a little bit better, because like I said before, I was not able to get the Mean Girls Bratz dolls, and I think it would just kind of be really nice if there were Mean Girls dolls in general, either inspired or like, you know, just like of the characters that were like, you know, in stores that you didn't have to like specially order online. But that's just my opinion in general. Call me lazy or whatever the hell, but I just like getting things physically. And as you can see, there are some like loose threads here and there, but it's honestly not that bad. And I do appreciate the fact that Glam Squad dolls like go out of their way to give their dolls like very glamorous makeup looks, because Barbie to this day is very afraid to put like dramatic, you know, makeup looks on their dolls. You know what I mean? It's still just like very natural, and yeah, they don't really do much with their faces these days sometimes. But yeah, really hope you guys like this little review. Didn't really have much to say because this doll isn't really flashy, and she's just like, you know, a very cheap budget doll, but for what it's worth, I do think that it is really pretty, and that this fashion is going to look really nice on somebody else in my collection. And yeah, hope you guys liked the little review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.